Imagine this. Some of the most brilliant minds in history, people whose ideas shaped the world, who unlocked secrets of the universe and redefined human thought, eventually losing touch with reality. It's not a coincidence. There's something deeply unsettling about genius. And when intellect pushes beyond normal limits, the mind can start to fracture. Today, we're going to explore the creepy, fascinating ways history's smartest people went insane. This isn't just a story about madness. It's a story about how brilliance can tip into obsession, paranoia, and self-destruction. History remembers them as geniuses, but behind the discoveries and inventions, there were darker paths. Let's start with one of the most famous examples, Nikola Tesla. Tesla was a visionary, a man decades ahead of his time. His inventions changed how we live, alternating current, wireless energy, the concept of modern electricity. But Tesla lived in near total isolation, developing strange habits. He claimed to communicate with other planets and said he had visions and signals from extraterrestrial sources. He became obsessed with the number 3 and would only stay in hotel rooms divisible by it. Tesla's brilliance became his burden, his mind slowly unraveling into eccentricity and paranoia, all while he worked tirelessly toward impossible dreams. Then there's Isaac Newton, the father of modern physics. Newton gave us the laws of motion, gravity, and the foundation of calculus. But Newton was also deeply secretive, intensely solitary, and obsessed with the occult. He spent years studying alchemy, biblical prophecy, and hidden knowledge. He worked so intensely that he forgot to eat or sleep, eventually becoming mentally unstable. Newton once experienced what historians describe as a severe psychological breakdown, during which he destroyed some of his own notes and withdrew from public life. His genius carried him to extraordinary heights and to dangerous mental extremes. But why does this happen? Science, history, and psychology suggest a few common patterns. Many of history's geniuses pushed their minds far beyond normal human limits. They lived in deep solitude, thinking for hours without interruption. They obsessed over impossible problems, fueling mental fatigue. They often worked without sleep, neglecting their own health. And they frequently lacked support systems to ground them in reality. Take the case of John Nash, the Nobel Prize-winning mathematician immortalized in A Beautiful Mind. Nash made revolutionary contributions to game theory, but he battled schizophrenia for decades. His mind created a world of delusions and paranoia. Nash's story is both tragic and inspiring. Despite years of mental illness, he continued to work and eventually returned to academic life, showing the world the delicate balance between genius and insanity. And then there's Sylvia Plath, the brilliant poet and author whose works touch the deepest human emotions. Her intelligence and creativity were undeniable, but her struggles with depression led to a tragic end. Plath's writing often reflected her inner turmoil, giving us hauntingly beautiful works that continue to resonate today. But behind those words was a mind battling its own darkness. The relationship between genius and madness isn't coincidence. Studies show that high intelligence often correlates with mental instability. Highly intelligent people tend to overthink, to question everything, to push beyond the comfort of conventional thought. This can lead to isolation, self-doubt, and emotional strain. The greatest minds often walk the thinnest line between brilliance and madness. History offers countless other examples. Vincent van Gogh, whose paintings now sell for millions, suffered from severe mental illness throughout his life. Ludwig van Beethoven endured chronic illness and deafness, but continued to compose incredible music, sometimes in states of deep despair. Alan Turing, the father of modern computing, made life-changing contributions while facing unimaginable personal hardship and persecution, and ultimately died tragically young. But here's the eerie part. Genius itself can distort reality. When your mind operates at a level most people can't comprehend, ordinary thoughts can become obsessions. Simple things can morph into consuming patterns. Dreams can turn into compulsions. And without a grounding force, community, mental health support, balance, brilliance can slip into chaos. It raises a deeper question. Is genius a gift or a curse? For some, brilliance is an unstoppable force that drives them to create wonders. For others, it becomes a lonely prison. And maybe the truth is somewhere in between. These stories aren't just cautionary tales. They're reminders of the fragile balance between creation and destruction, between insight and instability. As we look at history, we see a pattern. Genius often comes at a cost. The minds that change the world often pay a steep price. The loss of peace, the loss of normalcy, sometimes the loss of themselves. And yet, the world keeps valuing brilliance, even if it carries this hidden danger. So the next time you hear of a genius, a scientist, an artist, a thinker, remember this: brilliance and madness are often two sides of the same coin. The line between them can be frighteningly thin, and history is full of people who have crossed it. If there's one lesson here, it's this: greatness is rarely without sacrifice, and genius is not just a talent, it's a burden, a gift that can illuminate the world or consume the mind that holds it. Thank you for joining me on this journey through the minds of history's most brilliant and most haunted thinkers. If you enjoyed this deep dive, hit like, subscribe, and share this video with someone who loves exploring the mysteries of the human mind. Let's keep uncovering the strange, the curious, and the unbelievable stories that history has hidden from us.